Well, after 8 years of being a writer, I have finally discovered what I really want to do. And that is that I want to find out what I really want to do. It's a curious thing. I've never been more unsure. When I was in school, all I wanted to do was become a big shot manager in a company. That's it. That was my childhood dream. That's got to be the most generic, uninspiring childhood dreams of all time. Right? I didn't even care which company. I just wanted to be manager in a company. It was the sada dosa of childhood dreams. Other kids in my class were like, I want to become a scientist, I want to become an innovator, I want to become a fighter pilot. And I was like, guys, hold on. I'm having trouble dealing with the fact that we now have imaginary numbers in our syllabus. Imaginary numbers aren't real numbers enough to cause eternal pain and suffering. What is even square root of -1? I. It's a freaking alphabet. I understand algebra, okay? I get algebra that different alphabets represent different numbers. Here, the alphabet is the number, and you have to imagine it. It's like at some point in the past, Pythagoras went to Plato and was like, bro, ek kaam kar, aaj ke liye na maths tu sambhal. He was like, what if I gave the world a number? What if I let them imagine it? And then go to town with it. Anyway, I somehow got into an engineering college because I didn't know what else to do. And during my second year in engineering, I discovered my love for advertising. Right? I was like, wow, you can rob people of their money while you entertain them. Sounds incredible. Right? So I became a copywriter, and I got a job as a copywriter in a big agency. However, in order to meet the expectations I set for myself, I slogged my ass off for the next 5 years, every day. Right? Nothing else mattered. Every day I would work all-nighters, weekends, and with sheer hard work and determination, I finally achieved none of the goals I set for myself, and I burnt out. People say that if you keep at it, you will achieve exactly what you want. I think that's a problematic oversimplification about hard work and diligence. Right? I'm not against hard work. I'm all for hard work. Right? But when you peddle this thought that you have to keep at it, you have to keep working hard and let your passion consume you to achieve exactly what you want, you leave no room for your mental and physical well-being, right? Ever noticed how the people who peddle this thought the most are the people who are the most successful already, the top 1%? Does that mean the people belonging to the other 99% aren't working hard enough? Ask anyone who's not made it yet, who's still dangling in the middle, right? Working hard every day to achieve a certain goal. Ask that person, do you think hard work and diligence is the route to success? Chances are probably he or she will probably say, यार पता नहीं यार मतलब मेरा चल रहा है आजकल मतलब देख रहा हूँ काम चल रहा है मतलब मालूम नहीं, right? They are the ones who are full of doubt. But somehow the most successful, super famous people will tell you, are totally sure that all 7 billion people on this earth can achieve the same amount of success that they have if they keep working hard and follow their dreams. We need to understand that it's not that they are being right or wrong. We need to understand that they're speaking for themselves. Right? They're speaking for themselves. I think a better thought would be to keep working hard and be diligent, and you may or may not achieve exactly what you want, but you totally will be in a good space. Also, please keep track of your mental and physical health-being and get your ECG done every year is very important. Thank you. I think it doesn't sound cool or sexy, but I think it's more helpful and realistic. Never doubt that feeling when your gut tells you that you need a break, because that feeling is never wrong. After I felt that I was going to burn out, I decided to take a break from advertising, right? But then again, I didn't know what to do. And then AIB, a comedy collective that makes content for the internet, they came along and they offered me a job, and I took it up as an experiment. I thought, okay, let me try this. I still don't know what I want to do. Let me see where this goes. And I found out that, hey, I can write comedy. I can write comedy if my livelihood depends on it. Turns out survival is the mother of all motivations. Right? I was made head writer. I wrote and directed some of the most popular sketches that AIB has produced in the last 3 years. So I thought, okay, maybe this is what I want to do. I want to write comedy for the rest of my life. And yet, today, standing here, I can tell you I'm still clueless. I've written ads, I've written sketches, I've written songs, both originals and parodies, and yet I'm clueless today. Well, now what? Since my whole talk cannot be about "Meko pata nahi, I don't know what to do, what I want to write," and that my talk can't be all of that. So let me just share some of the things that I've unlearned during my years as a writer, because I feel that's life. It's living through a series of burst bubbles. In fact, the first time life bursts your bubble is the day you're born. You come out of the womb and you're like, "Arey, ye kya? जहाँ मैं 9 महीने तक रह रहा था वो real world नहीं है. Real world ये है. Oh, can someone please smack my bum? I think I'm dreaming." Hey, that's the first time life bursts your bubble. Ever since I left engineering to pursue writing 9 years ago, I've had so many of these burst bubbles ever since I've taken up writing, that now I get highly critical of any wisdom that's thrown my way. And I think so should everyone else. Before I joined advertising, I'll give you an example. Before I joined advertising, I learned from a lot of books, a lot of interviews from famous creative people, that your job will no longer be a job after you find your passion and your true calling. It will be like falling in love every day and getting paid for it. Never before has bullshit been so beautifully wrapped with unnecessary romanticism. Never before. That was how my first bubble burst. Because when I joined advertising, I was like, "Yeah, no more job. Yeah, this is love. I will make sweet love to words and ideas, and someone will give me money." Right? But within months, I was dying for the weekend. I was like, Friday, where are you, Friday? Oh, Friday, where are you? I miss you so much. This client is killing me, Friday. He has rejected 50 options, and now he wants me to not use the word no in the print ad headline because no is a negative word, and he thinks that his brand cannot associate itself with negativity. That's a real feedback I got from a real estate brand. I'm like, that is not why people are not buying your property. All of those coming-of-age Bollywood films like Wake Up Sid, they only show the part of the struggle where the protagonist is searching for his true passion, searching for his true calling. They don't show the part after the protagonist has landed his dream job. They don't show that part. That part is just a montage at the end, a sweet montage, a bed of roses, right, where everything is nice and rosy, people are smiling, and creative juices are flowing, and ideas are being cracked when 2 extras high-five in the background, right? That's what they leave you with. This is reality, go. Nobody shows a dull office with a tired copywriter, beaten down by 3 consecutive nights of working on a campaign that he knows will never see the light of the day, and now is sweating bullets on the desk with 10 minutes to deadline and 0 ideas for the next Diwali campaign, when all he wants to do is go home for Diwali, right? Nobody shows that. I want to write a movie and call it Soja Sid. Soja Sid, Zyada stress mat le. I think that'll be the title song. Another unlearning for me was this phrase that I used to hear so much. I used to hear this phrase so much from, during my initial years of writing, from fellow writers and from creative directors, was that you are as good as your last work. That you'll get to hear this a lot in the creative industry. And I think that's one of the most problematic phrases. I used to take this phrase so seriously that I think it did more harm to me than good. To begin with, it stigmatized failure, right? And it placed unnecessary stress. I learned the hard way that a better outlook, a better thought that we could all apply is that you are as good as your best work, and if you try, you can do better. Another big unlearning, and I used to hear this a lot again when I started out, and I think a lot of people still hear this. Do it for the opportunity. Don't worry about money. Do it for the opportunity. Okay? It's another thing I hear a lot. Join this agency, man. Get this job at that agency, and if that agency's name is on your CV, you can encash it later when you quit. So don't worry about money. It's amazing to me how passion like this is exploited. It only happens in the creative field. You think astronauts in NASA are not given increments because they are given a chance to go to space? You think this happens in NASA? Astronaut goes, "Sir, ये साल भी आपने increment नहीं दिया मेरे को. तेरे को मार्स पे भेज रहे हैं, मार्स पे. हाँ, मार्स जा रहे तू, हॉलीवुड तेरे पे पिक्चर बनाएगा, तेरे को increment चाहिए." You think this happens? I don't think this happens there. Another thing that I would hear a lot, and I still hear a lot, right, is enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Don't worry about the results. Do it for the love of the craft. I call bullshit on that. Nobody does it for the journey, okay? And if they're saying this to you, they're lying to your face. You don't go to the gym and not expect results after working your ass off. Your trainer's not gonna tell you, lift weights for the love of lifting weights, bro. Just lift. It's amazing. Oh, look at these dumbbells. Bench press up and down, up and, you're never gonna lose weight, but look at this bench press just up and down. It's never gonna happen. You don't catch a flight for the pilot to say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be landing in Delhi. We will just be circling the skies for the rest of eternity. But I would request you to please focus on the journey and look outside. The clouds are amazing. Oh, it's night time. It's okay. Kal aayega badal. That shit never happens because we're all in it for the results. So let's not pretend otherwise. The point is, it's okay to not know what you want to do, right? It's okay to not know what you want to do. It's okay to be lost. And even if you find your calling, there's no guarantee that it will stay that way, and that's okay too, right? Things change, and you got to adapt accordingly. But how? I don't know. I really don't. All I hope is to find out. That's it. Thank you.